Hi, my name is Sean. First thing I gotta say is if you can make it through this whole video, thank you. Because I'm a horrible speaker and kind of like get lost in my words. And like my brain just has like 50 million things going on at once. I'm gonna tell you a little about that. See, nervousness. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my life. I hope it will affect somebody in a positive way. Alright. Never was like normal kid or anything. An outcast. Never really liked school. Never really did anything great in school. Started playing guitar in, what, 6th grade? I don't know. It was 2000. You know, I was all in the Metallica thing and then Pantera. You would never really see me out of the house after I started playing guitar. Kind of like isolated myself in my room playing guitar. Started drinking at about 8th grade. 7th grade started smoking weed. Alcohol became a big problem when I was 17. And I will say I am an alcoholic. I'm recovering. And it's not an easy thing. Alcohol ruined a lot of things for me. Playing guitar, I had to quit. I quit about a year and a half ago because I associated drinking and playing guitar together so closely, because it ended up being the only time I was playing guitar was when I was drinking, and I thought I played better that way. Well, I'd come home and try to play guitar by myself without drinking, and it just wasn't happening. So, like, magic wasn't there anymore. Another big problem that I had that caused me to quit playing guitar was I eventually just destroyed every guitar I owned because of anger, and I didn't know how to vent my anger in a good way. So them two things were what made me quit playing guitar. And I'm trying to get back into it now, but we'll get into that. The next thing I want to say is about 4 years ago, I was really depressed and figured about noon one day that I was going to take a Xanax and I'd feel better. I really never was big into pills, but this day I didn't have no booze and I didn't have any weed or nothing, so I was going to get high and feel better, right? Well, one Xanax turned into 2, turned into 4. The next thing I remember is waking up in my bed with my dad and his friend, which is a pastor, Pastor Gary. And Pastor Gary was talking to me about God, and I just started swearing at him and telling him God isn't real, and the thing is he just kind of stood there and kind of looked at me and was like, okay. And he didn't really get defensive at what I was saying. He didn't look hurt at what I was saying. Well, the next day I woke up and my dad said, you're going to have to talk to Pastor Gary, or well, you're going to have to talk to him and you're going to have to work with him, or you're not allowed in this house. Well, I went and seen him, and he told me that, look, what you're doing is, he told me that music is a gift from God. And he said that what I'm doing is, by not using this gift is a sin. That was kind of, the basis of what we talked about. And at that point, I didn't believe in God. But it did set something in my mind. Last year, things were getting really bad. This is around March of last year. One night, I went to a friend's and started drinking. I smoked some weed. And somehow I got so paranoid that I thought I was dead. And I thought I was in hell. I tried to leave my friend's house. And for about 5 minutes, I could not even open the door. Something told me to get on my knees. And this was all in like just a split second. And it was just like one motion. I dropped to my knees and I asked God to come into my life. I said, I don't want to do this anymore. And I got up, and the door just opened for me. Went back home, I still thought I was dead. And I kind of felt something, but I wasn't doing everything I should. I wasn't praying every day. I wasn't reading the Bible. I'm going to make a part 2, just in case.